Welcome, everyone. My name is Guillermo Marin. I'm the Innovation Services Director at the Global Sport Innovation Center powered by Microsoft. And today we're thrilled to bring you this event organized by NAM4, one of our GSIC longest standing members. For those who may not know, the GSIC is a global hub of excellence in sports innovation. And with already 9 years at the forefront of sport innovation and presence in key regions worldwide, we work to empower the sports ecosystem through innovation, research, and collaboration. And at the GSIC, we're committed to driving innovation in the sports industry by connecting this global ecosystem of startups, companies, sport entities, governments, and academic institutions to foster this collaboration and create impactful solutions. So our mission is really to inspire and to develop the global sports innovation for a sustainable, collaborative, and empowering future. And I'm particularly passionate about exploring tools that empower the future, like generative AI and Microsoft 365 Copilot to empower, our futures. And I believe in their transformative potential. And truly, by automating these repetitive tasks that we don't like to do, we can shift our focus to what truly drives growth and innovation across the industry. So in today's session, we have Sonia Marzo, who is AI National Skills Director at Microsoft, and that will begin discussion with the sessions in AI skills and to see how to access the skills needed to leverage the AI effectively. Afterwards, Javier Lozano, CEO of NAM4, will share actionable insights and use cases to help unlock AI potential and in the sports industry in particular. So the goals of today's session is to learn about the impact of generative AI in the organization, explore the applications of Gen AI for employees and managers, describe Microsoft solutions in Gen AI with their Copilot families, understand also prompt engineering and the relationship to each application environments, explain a methodology to increase productivity with the implementation of these tools, and adopting this Gen AI with Microsoft 365 Copilot in enterprise. So before we start, I also like to highlight that we recently launched our online course in AI in sports, certified by GSIC and Microsoft, which is created to deepen your understanding on AI impact in this sector. So if you want to learn more, GSIC members and partners enjoy a 50% discount, so don't miss this opportunity. And now let's get started and discover how to save 10 hours a month with Gen AI and Microsoft 365 Copilot, revolutioning the way we work across the sports industry. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Guillermo. I will start just some minutes before Sonia will take action. Just to talk about our company, which is a member, as Guillermo told us a long time ago, from GCSI, and as well, our company is a consultancy and training company that is working with sports in the sports industry, modeling and helping federations and associations that are among the different countries. We have been collaborating with GSIC a long time ago, and what we want to give you is ideas and actions and different perspectives on how we can increase the impact of the generative AI in our organization and our sports organization, how we can use them, how we can have different tools that Microsoft is engaged in developing, updating, and increasing the different opportunities to increase your knowledge and to improve your efficiency. This is for managers and for team leaders and professionals who want to achieve more with less, as Microsoft is one of their goals, and want to know how the different solutions that are promoting and developing Microsoft, especially on the Microsoft Copilot 365 and other Copilot solutions that Microsoft has already, can help you in improving your sports entity. From this point, I would like to introduce you, Sonia Marzo. Regarding this meeting, please feel free to have any question or by chat, or later at the end of this webinar, we are going to have time to discuss points and questions. Sonia Marzo is AI National Skills Director in Spain and has a lot of experience in Microsoft. And she has actually the target of increasing AI, the use of AI in all the ecosystems, including, of course, the sports industry. So, Sonia, whenever you want, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Guillermo and Javier. And really, it's a pleasure to be with all of you here. So that let me take control. Let me take control. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So that let me do it bigger so that you can see it perfectly. So as Javier has mentioned, I have been in Microsoft for 18 years now, and in very different roles, working with startups, leading the innovation centers in Spain, also with SMBs, with technical teams, and now recently I have the opportunity to lead a very ambitious plan that is mainly based on taking AI skills to all the country. These skills are not very deep, are mainly trying to reach everyone in Spain. So first, I would like to be familiar with a new concept of why, the why, and the new concept is the new AI economy. So until now, with the AI, we try to find the most disruptive solution. And now with the new AI economy, what we have found is that it is a general purpose technology, as it was in the past, the electricity, as it was in the past, internet. Now AI is changing everything. And we really want to be part of the society, to be part of the governments, to any company. So that's really important, the concept that AI is a general purpose technology. So my purpose and the purpose of Microsoft now is trying to broaden the AI adoption. It is really clear. It must reach anyone, everyone. Anyone must understand and must know that their a current situation is going to evolve, and a huge part of this evolution is thanks or due to the artificial intelligence. And the third pillar is that for that we need a very healthy ecosystem, so that we need to work very closely with governments, because they are going to land it in the local countries. We need to work with the industry. We need to work with the civil society, and we need to work with all of you, trying that you get at least a basic knowledge on AI, and to go deeper thanks to the support of our technical specialists in learning, as Nanfor. And really very important, with the responsible use of AI. This is a basic, is part of our DNA, that the responsible use of our of intelligence, artificial intelligence, is really marking any change on that. So that's my role, and that's the reason why we are trying to do it. Trying to improve the adoption massively. So in this way, we have recently launched Skills Navigator. This Skills Navigator, here you have the information in Spanish, but is in English and is worldwide, so that you can go for that. And it's the platform that you can use very easily to have a conversation with an agent and asking for training on artificial intelligence. And it's a very and it's really a great entry point for the artificial intelligence. So that let me go to the site, so that I think that is the best to go in direct. So this is the site that I have shown you on Skills Navigator. Now is in Spanish. So that here you have Find Your Way. In Find Your Way, you have I want to use the AI to improve my productivity. I want to see solutions to solve complex problems, any of them. So that I press and ask me, are you a beginner, intermediate, or advanced? Which is my experience. I said, okay, I'm a beginner. And it continues doing some questions. I would like to learn how to get advantage to develop my code. So, and now it provides me and it gives me some learning sessions that comes from Microsoft Learn. The main source of this platform is Microsoft Learn and LinkedIn. Microsoft Learn is surely one of the most important learning platforms worldwide, and it's continuously update. I consider that AI is permanently evolving, so that here you have a great access to start your journey through AI. So you start working, you can navigate openly, and this tool is for free. So that this tool is for free, is for all of you, for the ones that are here attending to the sessions, or that anyone else that would like to get advantage of that. So that I encourage you to go for that, to improve the adoption, because it really will mark a difference on your professional career and also for the challenges that will come. So that this is a great entry point, Skills Navigator, and then you can move forward with more deep knowledge thanks to the help of Nanfor. So here you have the link to go directly to Skills Navigator and the QR code that you can access directly. So this is the main purpose of my short minutes and introduction. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and I leave you with Javier and the rest of the team.
Okay, thank you very much. Sonia, has been very interesting, this new tool that Microsoft has developed, and as you are the ones that have already licensed of Microsoft Copilot can see how Microsoft is improving constantly and increasing their capabilities in Copilot. In my case, for example, that we are working with artificial intelligence about 6 years ago, and with Azure, with Cognitive Service in Azure, we have seen how artificial intelligence has been developed by Microsoft in a constant basis, and in the last years, increasingly with huge investments and higher recognition. Actually, as you know, Microsoft is the leader in productivity in generative artificial intelligence solutions, most of them known under the name of Copilot. And you can see some here in my LinkedIn. Please contact me. We are publishing actually different papers about different solutions in the sports industry, and as well in the general in other verticals. We are actually very much worried. Our companies are very much interested in knowing what is going to happen and what is the results and how we can improve generative AI. Our company is working in different areas. We are working in consultancy, and increasing services for the use of artificial intelligence in terms of productivity, but as well we are working in new business cases using this technology to increase the capability of the sport entity. This is not only about productivity, that is very important, but it's of course about how to create and develop new tools and develop new solutions to increase customer fan satisfaction. The very first action that we advise to think in the companies is how we can adapt to the new situation of flexible work, how we can use all these tools. We can increase the engagement with this equation that we have to be always focused in terms of productivity of our teams and people in the sports industry, engagement, and how we can get this performance. All the main companies, and here I am with Brad Smith from Microsoft and Google and the chief executive officer Thomas Kurian of Google. But we are seeing in the sports industry. I have the chance to participate in the last international sports summit here in Madrid. How most companies and most key players in the sports industry are developing their own AI solutions. The problem is how to be focused, how to do step by step. We cannot do only fulfill a form and analyze how is our organization in just 2 hours or 3 hours. How we can say, okay, we are going to start with this solution. We have to work in a global analysis, in a 365 degrees analysis of our company, our sports entity, check how is our digital situation and how we can be transformed. How people, for example, in the organizations are adopting, are embracing the technology. We see how not only the youngest are embracing it, but boomers. We see how this technology, but some of them are very worried about. We are going to make investment in the technology, how we can approach it, and how we are going to measure it, and we are going to have the opportunity. It seems that AI is not an option, but it's a must. Actually, most of the people that are embracing this technology are giving us information about ROIs and how the return on investment of this investment has been giving very good options, especially because the workforce that in the very beginning were worried about these technologies are very open and they are very satisfied. But we cannot talk about Gen AI without analyzing the three main pillars under our point of view of the productivity and Microsoft Copilot implementations projects. We have to think first of all in the point of the productivity, how we can implement and change our way of work. We can have the knowledge, but we have to do very important adoption. For example, we have already make a project. We have done different projects. From the strategical point of view, we have done an AI implementation project to a sport industry entity from the whole, as a whole from the beginning, developing a strategic plan of implementation, including all the stockholders that are going to be engaged in the implementation of these technologies. Developing an adoption plan, developing another issues such as training, of course, analyzing which kind of technologies they do need, if they need only some technologies from productivity or need another solutions. If you do this as a whole, is very interesting because productivity boosts. But if you do it step by step with different organizations, trying to create real impact, we know, and we enter to other companies that they ask us only to, for example, give us a training for how to use Microsoft Copilot 365. And we see that this company is not getting all the advantages of this productivity because they have lack of planification. They have problems in the implementation. Some people, they have the tool and they don't use it because they don't see it, or maybe they use just as a mere way of saving time. Because saving time is very important, but avoiding activities that are boring activities or repeatable activities as well. But the most important of all is the creativity and the new way of the new company that is going to be developed when you are using and implementing as a whole in analyzing all the points that AI, generative AI has in the company. Not only thinking about, of course, productivity products, such, for example, Microsoft Copilot 365, but how to develop other solutions, maybe with Copilots, extensibility of Copilot, or maybe how we can use it for other solutions that are helping us in AI in the sport industry that they don't have to do specifically with the Microsoft technology. Of course, we are not able to develop a good strategy if we don't analyze how to use it in the different departments, not only in the vertical, in the industry, but as well in the department. It's not the same to use Microsoft Copilot 365, for example, for a lawyer that is going to work mainly with the Copilot of Word, or the Copilot with Outlook, or a Copilot maybe with some presentations, that for a finance department that is going to use Excel Copilot for finance, or a salespeople that is going to use the Copilot sales, or for a person that is going to work with for developers that is going to use GitHub Copilot X for increasing, in this case for developers, if they do it properly, 51% of that. Actually, for example, we have had a contract with a company that they were 135 developers, and they have got all the training, but some departments, they have not used it at all. They say, oh, it's very good, but we don't use it because they have only hired us for the training. So now they have hired us for the consultancy of the implementation, and actually they are using it because with this way you have to do a broad implementation plan. We cannot work in the older ways. Okay. So about Copilot, is not only a tool, and I would like to know you one question. How many of you, please participate by chat, how many of you have already Microsoft Copilot 365? If you have, can you explain it, and I will check who from you guys actually have Microsoft Copilot 365, or other tool that is used. Are you using, for example, other AI tool that maybe will be for free? That ChatGPT, for example, is one of the most popular ones, or some of them are using Gemini. So please answer in the chat if you are so kind to share with us your experience. Regarding Copilot, it's a family. We have not only the Microsoft Productivity, Copilot 365, or team or agency. We are in a sport company. It depends on the size of the company and who is going to use it. And the development of the tools is like in other cases, of that you have a tool, a solution, a technology solution, and sometimes all of the participants are going to use it, but it's not always the same. Perfect. Thank you, Richard, for your feedback. You have specifically ChatGPT, that is a payment solution. and as well for free, and then you have Copilot for free. You will see that if you are working with the Copilot that is like Microsoft Copilot 365, you will experience different opportunities of increasing your time. How we can share it? Guillermo has, we are using for meetings. Okay, perfect. Guillermo has already the tool of Microsoft Copilot 365. And for example, here we are actually working with Copilot, and we see as well that it's very interesting how you can work with other tools that are not only in the terms of Microsoft. We have as well here Yvonne has Viva Insights agent teams. Okay, yes. So now we have Yvonne and Franco. Thank you for sharing. ChatGPT specifically is the very first window to all the companies and persons that are going to AI. ChatGPT, as you know, is working as well in Azure, and ChatGPT is a technology that is this technology that Microsoft is using in Copilot. So some of them they ask us which is better, if I have ChatGPT, do I have to? I don't need Microsoft Copilot. So it depends if you are using Microsoft Copilot 365 if you are using Microsoft technology. Of course, for you, it's better to have as well the Copilot. As you know, it's a different license. You can have Microsoft 365 in different license, E3, E5, but then you need to have the license of Microsoft Copilot 365 to talk about how you can see, especially how to use it with Microsoft Copilot 365 is different. For example, if you want to create a presentation with PowerPoint, it's not possible to. You don't have all the options that you are going to have with Copilot. If you are trying to do a summary of the meeting, you cannot if you are you are in Teams, so it's very difficult for you to achieve that, no? So regarding our saving time, how we can save, and this is something that if you ask if you ask to people that are really using this kind of tools, how long save me, and which kind of things I can get. For example, when I go to the industry and we go with our technical teams, because we like to do training, but training with experience, with IT experience, not only training. Okay. One of the things that everybody is very happy is when they have for example here, what I have done already, the summary, key topics. What do we have? We say, oh, I am going to save my time instead of doing any kind of summary, and I am as I am here. I have here what we have talked already. If someone has come later, I have heard that some of them have come later now, I am going to check with them, okay, and I'm going to share with them, and like this, anyone is going to be focused and is not going to be lost. No, one of the situations that we have in the meetings is that we arrive late, or someone arrived late. if this person is the boss, if everybody stops and say, no, we have been talking about this, and we have to make. If he knows the boss, he's lost. But everybody stops. But if the boss knows how to use it, he's not going to stop the meeting. Okay. So this is something that we can save 45 minutes. It depends on the person, because if the person is the one who is going to do the summary, maybe is going to save much more. And if the person is a general manager of a company that has to be in the different meetings, is much more, because the quality of the knowledge, what is going to happen in the meetings, is going to be much more, and he's going to attend to the different meetings, because I can have all the what it has been told in the meeting. I can ask about who told something that I am interested in. For example, I am the marketing manager, and I would like to be in 3 meetings at the same time, but I have to prioritize to one of it. So the other ones, I should know something of what they have been talking, but and I don't have to ask to anyone. I don't have to stop this person that has to do the summary, and this person is going to tell me what he has understood, but maybe not all the points that I will need. And as you know, with Microsoft Teams, we can go to the meeting, and we can make questions, and we can give them prompts in order to know what has been talked, for example, about marketing, or what has been talked about me, or what has been talked about the new project. Which problems do we have? We can give some actions. We can ask them which actions do we have to take right now after the meeting. So we have a lot of different prompts that are going to increase our productivity, and are going to help us to increase as well our well-being in the company, because we're not going to be lost. When we talk about email, some of them, this is a poll that is based in World Trend Index analysis. They say that time save in email, as you know, we can work with email in terms of the how to write and summarize the emails, or how to increase the quality of the emails. Here, email is a very interesting point, because with Outlook, we see the 2 main points on the sports industry that we can work with Outlook in the sport industry. One of the points is how I can write faster and better, or how can I improve my messages, the quality of my messages, but as well I can summarize. How can I read, or can I summarize a group of emails that we have been exchanging with a group of other customers or persons. Search for information, and as well, this is an average, and it depends basically on this on the situation of the person, and of course documentation that is going to have, for example, invest. When we are selecting which are the top 10 to try first actions, we have seen, for example, the first one. I have done already a recap of a meeting, of our meeting right now, what has happened. The second one, which is as well the most used, is how to summarize an email. Some of them, our customers say that the summary is not what I want. For example, actually, there is a feature that is not already in the Outlook Copilot 365, but we can work it with Word. That is, for example, with very long summaries, with a lot in the sports industry. Sometimes you have a long projects and many documents, many information in different emails. So the way that we have to work with it is to access to all this content, and then we can share in Word, and with Microsoft Copilot in Word we can work and ask to this email thread all the information that we want to know, just in case the summary is not giving us the exact information that we are looking forward. Of course, draft email, summaries is one of the main goals. When For instance, there is we know a very big lawyer consultancy firm. It's a firm that has more than 1,000 lawyers, and when they talk, someone talk about them, people from Microsoft talk about the artificial intelligence, they say, we are not people of IT people, we don't want to work with that. Like Sonia has said already, it's very important to know that everybody has to know about and to improve this activity. Summarizing, in some of these lawyers are saving from 15 to 20 hours per week, not 10 hours per month, because they are always reading, and they are always summarizing documents, and they are always spending a lot of time with this information, with this technology, and this is why these people and others, for example, if you have to read different documents, long documents, can help you very directly in improving this activity. Of course, we have another activities. So, for example, we can, if we are going to summarize, we can do it in a very easy point. Here we are going to summarize something. So here we are in the Copilot. Is the Copilot, as you see, is one of the attendants, Ricard, has said that has the free Copilot option. So in here, in this case, we see the Word Copilot and the Web Copilot. So he will have, he has, and all of you have for free the Web Copilot. But one of the most important things is that with Word Copilot, we are going to be able to share and to work with all the information, not only outside our company, but in our company. No? And this is very interesting because we can access to different. We see here, when we put here, we have the possibility to access to people, what people has already done. About we can access to files, we can access to meetings, and we can have different. And as well, we can work with emails directly in this Copilot. No? This Copilot that is going to work as well with the web content. So if we want to do the, we have in the US, there is a document of more than 50 pages that is the employee guide, family and medical leave act. No? So this is compulsory knowledge, and here we have it. Instead of saying to someone to have the summary, here we have all the data, and we can give a summary to our boss or to me or to anyone just in 1 second. Okay. So what about saving 10 hours per month? No, we are going to save more time. We are going to save 20, 30. And people that is working with ChatGPT already experienced is the same. All that we are going to work, for example, with the same interest and the same activity, we are going to increase this power that is empowering us with ChatGPT. We are going to experience with solutions such as this Copilot. No? Regarding saving time, of course, we have the classical situation of a white document. No, help me. I don't know how to talk about that, or I need to work with something, or give me some ideas for my next meeting, which is something that managers is always working. No, I have not prepared that, but we can about our next meeting. We have the 12th of December an international meeting with our Learning as a Service program. That is a program that we provide. You buy one license for 1 year, and you have all the technical and AI information included. And I don't know what if I have to ask someone, or I don't know if we can work. You say, yeah, look here. So we have productivity enhancement, we have networking opportunities, we have interactive sessions, certification opportunities, marketing outreach, and we can, as you know, we have here information from events, we have documents, we have a lot of tools that we won't be able to do that without this technology, especially, of course, if we work with Microsoft 365. And as you know, Pages is a new feature that Microsoft has already provided us, and it's very interesting because we are increasing our productivity more than we already have. Okay, so we can continue in the sports industry. What are we going to do? Of course, as other industries, we can save time, but not only save time to produce more and work more. This is not the way. In the sport industry, we can increase our well-being of our people. We can increase the time of training of our professionals. We can give this time that we're going to save in personal development or work-life balance. All of that always have to be in a scenario of business case. Fortunately, when we are working with business case, who knows, who has been working in projects with a ROI of 390%? For me, it's the first time in my life. I have some time here in this market. I remember when the RPI projects achieved an average of 180%. Everybody was very happy with the robotic process automation projects that ROI was. And then when we work with cloud computing projects, we are going to have 120%. This is outrageous. It's incredible. Of course, we are working this is something we have never worked before. Is the change, is a shift of all the industries. As soon as you access and develop new projects, the better you will have these achievements, and all the money or time that you are investing, like now, is something that you are going to have payment in advance and much more and faster. This is something we see, because some companies that are not, and I'm not talking about the sports industry, I'm talking about others, because we are consultants and we work with, for example, travel agencies, and this is one I have been talking some time ago, and not very about 1 week ago. They don't believe that this is something absolutely revolutionary, and when we start to talk with them, they don't believe that it's a long-term time to convince them that this is something really important. And this is why we think that we are not going to talk only about the individual value, which is the most important thing for the beginning. And of course, why we are working with the sports industry, we can provide information of how to increase this ROI. Instead of being 200, we can achieve 500, 450, for example, in some cases. We work only in the individual value, but we should as well think, if we are managers or innovation in the innovation sports industry, how we can do extensibilities. Because when some people, we work with CEOs in this summit, I have been talking with some CEOs, and they talk, I need some tool for improving my football fan engagement. But I say, yes, this tool you should need it, but you have to have, and we talk about a broadened view, and you have to have the 360 degrees analysis of how to implement this new technology. Otherwise, it's going to be like the time of when the apps were coming, some times ago. And I remember here in the sports vertical that everybody wanted an app. I need an app. and we have an app. It's a very nice app. It is doing what I need now, but then 1 year later, this app, it doesn't work. Why? Because it doesn't fulfill the, for example, security, compliance, regularity situations that the different industries or international industry needs, or some of these things. So this is very important to have the point very clearly. This is not only about one tool. This is not only about one solution that is going to help me, because I see this solution working very well, but then we have to think as a whole, and this is why we are doing consultancy and training for that. And of course, we have Copilot for extensibility. In departmental value, we see a lot of value, for example, in developers. We see a lot of value for legal and human resources. And we see as well, for example, when we work about sales, the increase of sales and the increase of development of this productivity is not the highest. It's about 25, 20. It depends from 20 to 25 if they use the different solutions. In case of sales, regarding Dynamics 365 sales Copilot solution. The main point is, where are you going? Why do you want to use this AI transformation? Which are your priorities? Do you want to increase your revenue? Do you want to decrease your costs? Do you want to increase the well-being of your company? Do you want everything? How we are going to develop that? Do you want your sports products are going to be easier for selling to the people? How we can sell our products? How we can use it, Copilot, as a sales tool? Something is very, and this is one of the points, not only as a productivity. We have KPIs. The KPIs are very important, and you have to prioritize these KPIs, because with these targets, we are going to be able to increase the implementation and the value of the sports company. If we are focusing on the sports efficiency solution, or it depends, because every company has its own DNA, and the implementation is absolutely different. It's not the same for one company that wants to increase their sales or has to increase their solution as a sports club. Some of the sports club, for example, they are looking. Most of the organization, of course, what they are looking for is to improve their results and their revenue. But some of them they prefer not in terms of legal activities, or of course, how we can, when we have done this development, how we can check that. There is a dashboard that is going to help you. Of course, we have how we can measure the value added. The value added. Here has some scenarios of companies that here we see tasks how we can make document recognition. Maybe some companies that are in the sports industry belong to the and they have to read different contracts, and they have to work with all these and repetitive scenarios. We have as well individual improvement. We have meetings. We can, as Guillermo has said, the very first beginning that we have in the productivity is meetings, document management, bots and chats. But Copilot has a lot of families, not only the productivity ones. We have Copilot for Microsoft 365 that is going to increase, for example, in the development of projects. If you know Copilot Loop, L-O-O-P, I advise you to work with. Loop is an incredible tool to share information in any kind of project development teams. A Loop with Planner and with To-Do and with Project, and all these families are increasing, and the copilots of all these options. But of course, we are focused here in the OpenAI. we see all that we come here from the cognitive services, as I told you before, 6 years ago, and suddenly we see all these things. Now we already talk about artificial intelligence, and we have been working with that. Prompt engineering. Prompt engineering, you have to work with the objective. What do you want? I want a list of, for example, the context, the expectations, and the source. Because if we are working with information, one of the you can have a very effective prompt, but if you don't have the right source, you have a problem, because you can do the best prompt but you don't have the result. Okay. So how to increase the productivity? You need to define an AI implementation plan. You need to develop not only for the business, because in the sport industry, one of the things is how we can automate. There are some things that are common in all the industries. For example, the administrative tasks, how we are going to create meeting summaries, or how we are going to create documents, how we can do draft contracts, which is we can say to our Copilot, but I have said already to the Copilot, summarize this document. We can do create me a draft with this contract that they already have, and the draft has been in terms of, so you are going to increase your productivity, because it's going to be very easy to create a new contract without having to copy, paste, and read and change, etc. Of course, data integration of many information of player performance metrics. If you have this information, which is something that AI is not giving us miracles. Okay, if we don't have the data, we cannot have the good information. So if we are going to ask to the player performance metrics, and we don't have these metrics, we are not going to have this option. This is something that some of the people of the CEOs has to understand, that you need to have first your house in order. Third, you have to have your security issues. For example, we have done to a company this AI implementation, but the first project was not of AI. The first project was of security and cybersecurity, because they wanted to check that the information that they have are accessible to the people was the good and the real accessible. Of course, some of the people say regarding marketing, emailing drafts, the content development. In our company, for example, we are developing, as always, a lot of content. We have increased, we are double the speed in the content quality and quantity. So this is something that helps you, because if you have the information before, you can reuse it. This is a kind of of work. It's not only to create from scratch. That of course is very interesting. But if you have this information, you are going to increase, and then you are going to see that your competence, if you don't have it, they are going to do faster. They are going to do much more meetings. They are going to do much better promotions. They are going to have more sponsorships. All these actions like real-time translation, these all are special points that we think that is one of the starting points for your organizations. Of course, streamlining content and marketing efforts, social media. But if you are working with posts, captions, but you can do it with Word. With Microsoft Word, you can work with having, for example, you have different posts and you want to have to create a new one from different origins of data. You can take all these documents and say in your prompt to read these documents and create me a post that has these points that I am interested in. Or fan communication, all the activities and updates is going to be much faster, and you can reuse it regarding the information. Of course, doing new presentations. When we are working with company level, we have to have as well another point of adoption. We are not doing only about time. We are going to save time, we are going to improve our quality, and we're going to work faster. But we need as well to define scenarios of productivity, how we can leverage these actions to our organization. And we need to do extensibility. We need to have extensibility. We cannot work only in terms of we are going to increase productivity. That is good, is very good for our group, but we need to think as well how we are going to work with our group of people. No? For example, how Microsoft Copilot can help in my sports industry, or can you explain deeper more about this information? All these points are important to share. And here, for example, you need to have your own Copilot and give your information and give information about that. Here we are using, for example, our own Copilot. We have our own Copilot in our web. We have our Copilot developed to increase information, and maybe we can ask them, ask our Copilot about some information that I am thinking how Microsoft Copilot can help in my sport industry, and Microsoft is telling us how can assist by leveraging generative artificial intelligence and application with Microsoft 365. But for me, it's okay because we have this information, but I would like to know a little bit deeper. No? I would like to know a little bit more. And my customer wants to know. No? In my case, if I am a customer, and I ask them, can you explain deeper in this info? And can you help me a little bit about how can I give some ideas, because I have to do a meeting and I have to check. So maybe I have information that I am thinking, or maybe we can start working with the data, and with this sometimes they say some of the information that is giving us can wait a little bit and is thinking. No, so sometimes. But thinks a lot, okay? Thinks a lot, but give us a lot of plan. You see what you have to do. So you just have to go to our Copilot to give ideas and to start or to increase or improve your work. For example, you have performance analysis, can analyze player performance data, provide injury prevention, content creation. All this information can be in our web or can be in other documents that we have or outside. Financial management, integration with Microsoft application, which is very important. That okay. So many people, they are buying some AI solutions, and then they think that they have to give it back to the provider because it's not implemented. This information, of course, is very interesting because you can instead of only working to general source of data, the most important thing of Microsoft Copilot when you are working with Copilot is that you can use it with your own data and can increase and can improve the quality of the service. No? And you can have here different information. For example, if we want give me more ideas about marketing and sponsorship, participate in different events, labor rights, and then you can give information of your company after giving these ideas. Okay, so then you go to this action, etc. This is the way. The way is not only thinking about how to save. Many companies are doing that. Some of the industry main football clubs and other organizations are working. As you know, Copilot is not only a productivity tool. All I have shown you in our Copilots. We have Copilot, a virtual advisor Copilot in our LMS and online tools. And we are arriving to the time. We don't want to give you. We can talk about that a long time. And many solutions. We have if you are interested in knowing our different Copilots for sales, for example, we have another Copilot that is increasing our online sales because of the information of our customers. In the case of the sports industry, to sell new tickets and to give information about the the partners and the companies that is working. I don't know if you have any question, but since I wanted to give you, as Guillermo has told about the special offers, we have a very huge amount of catalog of training and as well consultancy that we will give you the information about that. And we are you can, if you want to have any meeting with me or with my colleagues to give you some ideas about how you can approach or improve or continue with your AI development, please let us know, because we are working in our groups not only as a trainers and a training company, but of course creating solutions with the customers, which is very important. You have met a lot of trainers, but trainers consultants is much, the value added is better. We are working, for example, with the Spanish government and we are doing with all the, if any of you guys are to sports entities that have less than 250 people, you can be able to receive our advice for free, because the European Union is funding our activities to improve your artificial intelligence solution, or and this is why we are doing data analytics and cybersecurity before, and of course as our digital transformation services. All of them, if you are a small SMB company till 250 employees, is for free. So please, if you are in Spain, you will have it. You can have it as well, but not for free. Any other company, and we can do service at your request. Here this is our emails, the technical and the information, and if you have any question, I will be very happy to give you this data and to work with you through any other tool. I will give you. I don't know if you have any question. This is the time for that. I'm going to check. Maybe you have a question. Okay, Carlos, thank you. Any information, any question? I'm going to give you my email.
Javier, I can ask a question. So basically, I heard that Copilot is keeping your information safe, so it doesn't keep the company information versus, companies like ChatGPT, that whatever information you put into the prompt, it will learn it and probably is keeping information. Do you have some information on that, or?
Yes, of course. First of all, is that ChatGPT is a tool that is open, and you are going to pay one license, but you are one user. So whoever knows how is the security program of Microsoft Identity, if you know Microsoft Entra, and you know all the security structure that Microsoft has in their facilities. And as you know, Microsoft in the very beginning, long time ago, it was not very well known as here we see, for example, all the security. This is in I have it in Spanish because this is our. I am sharing with you my Entra. No, as you know, Entra is for the technical people, and this is a question. We have protection. We have identity protection, conditional access, authentication methods. We have free authentic. So all these actions that we are here, that it is very, can work with that a long time, talking about all the security program of Microsoft, which is adapted to NATO security. By the way, we are certified by NATO to talk about that. So thank you very much, Guillermo, to talk about our the solutions of the security. We are going to access to the information that the person, okay, so the individual has in their security organization with the identity checking control. So you can have access if you are the CEO of all the information. For example, in the development that we have done, the first security It was to make a map of all the roles and all the privileges and the rights and the documentation, because as you know, all of this information is based on SharePoint server and data that are supported in Azure with all the layers of security. But this does not happen with the other technology, the chat GPT. And of course, if you are talking with other providers that are trying to offer something about that, this is unique in the actually in the solution. Okay, Guillermo. So if you want to work with AI in terms of security and in terms of data, the only option is to have the Copilot, because once you are in Copilot, you have your ID. If we go, for example, with Word, we can have here Word. Here we are with our name here. You see here the sign in. Okay, this is the only one. If I change of my user, I'm not going to be able to access to this information. I'm not going to be able to use Copilot. I'm not going to access to my documents. Here I can access to all my documents. I can access to all these people and all these files. But if I don't have right to go to these documents, it's not going to be able. And of course, no one is going to check because this info, apart from the people that have apart from the people that have these rights to access.
Okay. Thank you, Javier. There's another question on the chat from Marco. He's asking, which sport discipline do you believe is the most familiar with generative AI?
So, sport discipline. I think that Gen AI regarding sports, it depends mostly on the entity, not on the special discipline, because generative AI is based on prompts and text. So, of course, there are more. For example, in terms of type of sport, the ones that has most investment or more information, for example, football, soccer, it has more development. But it doesn't mean that it's because of the discipline. It's because of the amount of documents, amount of activities, amount of processes that are going to be needed. But it doesn't. It's not upon on that. It's upon on your daily work, and it can be used for one person. For one person, you can use it for one person that is a freelance. For example, a generative AI of any discipline or of any sport discipline is going to increase its productivity by double if it uses properly. So it's not a matter of the discipline. Of course, if you are going to get solutions of the entities, as bigger is the entity, the bigger is the solution and the quality maybe of the solution. In terms, for example, of customized solutions for the sports industry. And in the case, for example, of a sports club, when they are going to develop customized copilots to increase fan satisfaction or fast investment, this is something that has to do, of course, of size. No? It's not the same when you are going to see the solution that a big bank, for example, has and the investment that they have done, that the solution of a SMB, of a small company that has a lower level. For example, now I know a big bank that 70% of the mortgages are managed by artificial intelligence solutions of Azure and Copilot. But this is something that it doesn't depend on discipline, depends on the size of the company. And here Carlos Enrique asks us, yes, we have training of Copilot, and because you have already access to this meeting, you have the a special price for, we have training Copilot for developers, for for IT people, for end users, for human resources, for managers, for innovation sports managers, and for any kind of level. If you want to have some information, Carlos, please let us know and give us your email, and we will be happy to give you more information. Yes, especially. Yes, absolutely, Marco. It depends on a spot, but for example, Marco, if you have 350 euros, you can invest in AI, generative AI, because you are going to buy your own license for 1 year of Copilot. So the investment is not only creating, because this is very important. We are not talking only in creating a new model of artificial intelligence for dealing with customers. Is investing in artificial intelligence to increase my productivity and the quality of my work, which is very important for that, Marco. So it isn't so when we are talking about AI, some people think, oh, this is like in the past that only the very big organization can use it. We have been working, for example, with the main telco provider in Spain and a big consultancy firm 6 years ago to develop a chatbot that now is something much better now, the solution, and it can be developed only investing the 350 euros that I have in telling you right now, no? And the other investment was huge, okay? But specifically, of course, for example, if you have a bigger budget, you can work with a data project of analyzing data with a new Power BI Copilot, for example, and you can work more in the base of all the new solutions, no, that can have more options. But it's not to have a small. You can have a very feasible and very real achievements with a small investment. Okay, you're welcome, Marco. So I don't know if you have any other question. And Guillermo?
No, otherwise, we have Javier, your email. If any other questions come up, you can contact Javier directly, or also for further education in AI and further consultancy. So thank you very much, Javier, for your time. Thank you, everyone, for sticking till the end, and really appreciate. So hopefully this was valuable for you. It was really inspiring for me. I learned a couple of things. So thank you very much, Javier.
Thank you very much for knowing that you have learned a couple of things. It's very difficult to, maybe I was trying to make you learn only one, and with two, I am much more satisfied. Thank you very much to everybody, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Ciao. Bye.